Hi everyone, if you're watching this video, most likely you have an iPhone or maybe you want to use your computer to connect with your Arduino board, and today that's what I'm going to show you. Okay, so in order to do this, we have to do a couple things. We need to install BlueStacks and we need to make an ID or account with Arduino Create, and I'm going to show you at the end how to use all this to make your project work. Okay, so first thing, BlueStacks. So it's an Android emulator. So basically what that means is on your computer, you're able to simulate what Android is doing. So if you have iPhone, it's okay because as long as you're a PC or Mac, whichever you want, you can download this and use it just like your Android in a way. So the first step is to download, and you can click on this link. I'll be posting this PowerPoint as well, so you can follow along. Click, and you see this website. You hopefully you know your own OS system, operating system. So choose whatever you need to do and download and install. So this program has pretty good instruction on how to install. If you do face an error, Google it because most likely you'll find an answer pretty easily. Okay, if not, message me with your screenshot and maybe I can help you. Okay. Okay, so once you're done that and install this, what I want you to do is launch the app. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. BlueStacks, I have it already installed, and I'm going to run this. Now, if you run this, um, initially you won't have any programs, maybe a little game here and there, but I want you to click Google Play Store. You will have to log in, but mine is already logged in. After logging in, you can search for make. Now, I'm sure there's a better way to search for a make, but that's what I got. So you gotta have to scroll down a little bit, and if you scroll down enough, you should see our make app. Okay, and oh, there's an update. So if you haven't installed it, of course not. So you should install it. But if you have to update, just click on update and it will update for you. Okay, but it's okay. Open up the app and there we go. Do you see it? It's emulating the Android phone on your computer. Now, first thing you should do is, I think you should go to license and go to license. Mine is already updated, but click the school license and write down the code that has been given to you already, right? So that you have access to everything. And now this app has been updated, so you might want to explore a little bit. And I think this week's lesson will have some exploration. But for now, let's go back and do the next step, okay? The next step is to, well, skipping through, Arduino Create, and that's what we're gonna do. So what Arduino Create it does, it acts as a bridge between the computer and the Arduino board that we have, okay? Because even if you download the emulator, it doesn't connect directly. So you must use this platform. That's why it's a bit more complicated, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad, okay? So step number one, you need to make a free account. So I'm gonna click here and mine is already logged in, but please sign up for a free account. Very easy to do, and log in. Okay. Now, once you're logged in, this is what you should do. You should click one of this icon button, like this 9 dots, and then you should see something called this 3. And what I want you to click is the web editor, right? Now, if you click web editor, this is where you will write your code. Now, you might want to explore this, but for now, I'm not going to do it, but you might want to do that, okay? Now, one more thing you should do right before we try to code anything is this part. Do you see it on the top corner? Select board or port, right? Click this, and once you click this, you'll see a bunch of boards. Now, hopefully you remember what board we're using. Yes, we're using Arduino Uno. There are different types of boards. So you have to choose the right one, okay? And I'm going to say okay. Now, as you can see here, it's not connected because why? If you look at my board, it's not connected, right? It's not connected. So let me connect it using my adapter. My MacBook does not have USB right away. So I gotta convert using my adapter. And I'm gonna connect and see what happens, right? Connecting. There we go. So as this is connected, do you see this two LED lights? That means one of them is it's powered up and the other one is it's ready. And there we go. Now, once that's ready, we're gonna go back to our Make app and tell you how everything works, okay? Now, I already have my board set up. This is traffic light project. So I'm gonna be using this as an example, okay? So I'm gonna be going to learning. By the way, I don't really have to go to the learning because I already know like what's going on. So I'm gonna go to project, okay? Go to project, and I'm gonna start new, right? Because I can. And I'm gonna say iPhone, right? Because I'll be using my, it's not iPhone. I should have said like Mac or something, but it's okay. It's not important. I don't know why I said iPhone, but anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make my red light flick, or what do you call it? Blink, okay? Now my red light, according to what I have, it's connected to number 9 pin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say repeat. I guess I don't have to do repeat because it's already forever. So I can say, hey, let's turn on the red light. So go to LED. Here we go. Number 9. Here we go. Number 9. Turn it on and turn it off, right? But between these two, I need to have some waiting time. So I'm going to go up here and say wait for 1 second. No, 1 second is too much for me. So I'm going to do 0.5 second duplicate. And there we go. I don't need this. Bye-bye. So I think this is good enough, right? So red turns on, 0.5 seconds. Afterwards, turns off, 0.5 seconds, and repeat, right? Now, if you want to explicitly say this is repeating, you can do that maybe 5 times. Doesn't really matter because this is forever. But anyway, now you can't really run this. So even if you try to do this, it's not going to work, okay? Even though the Arduino board is connected, it's not going to recognize. So what we have to do is this extra step. So if you look at this part, the, I guess, pointy brackets, if you click this, what you see here is this is the actual script version of what we have done in block coding. So this is a really great way to learn, I guess, great way to transition from block coding to script coding. So if you click this button, it saves. It says code is copied to your clipboard. So now I can go to here and select everything, delete it, and then what do you call this? Paste, copy paste. Basically, what I'm doing is copy paste. Okay. Now feel free to read through this and see what's going on, but I'm not going to do that here because that's not the purpose. So now once you're done, what you want to do is you want to verify. Okay. You want to verify, busy. Okay, now everything's green. It means, hey, this code is actually valid. And the next thing you want to do is, or you want to do, upload and save. Do you see this? Upload. So we're going to click this, busy. Now, as you click that, and if you look at your Arduino board, it will flick. Okay, it will blink saying that, hey, I'm receiving something from a computer. And as you can see, the red light is now blinking. Okay, so I think this is a great way to transition from just block coding to computer scripting coding. So whenever you do, like, even if you don't use computer, I think it's a great way to learn how this translates into actual coding. Okay, now hopefully that was helpful. And also, you are able to save those codes, like this code, okay? So you can also create new sketch. New sketch simply means, hey, new file, okay? And do something else, okay? Now, for example, I can do the same thing here, right? I can do the same thing. And now if you read through this, there's like number 9 here. I said number 9 was red, right? So what about if I want to turn on green light? And let's say green light is on pin number 7, right? So I change this to number 7. And if I go down here, I have to change these numbers to 7, because now what I want is I want to flick the red light. Okay. Now, before I click upload, right, I will show you what's going on. Okay. Hopefully you can see. Upload. And you'll see that the Arduino board is blinking, blinking, blinking. Now it's green light, right? There we go. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any question, feel free to write down a comment or write a comment in Google Classroom or email me, okay? Bye-bye.